fondly recalls son Davy's first Talladega win after his crash 30 years ago. Talladega, Alabama. 30 years ago, race day at Talladega Superspeedway held both trauma and triumph for the Allison family. Davey Allison, son of NASCAR champion and future Hall of Famer Bobby Allison, scored his first Cup Series win in the Winston 500 May 3, 1987, at the 2.66-mile track. Early in the race, Bobby had crashed spectacularly on the front stretch, his car flying into the catch fence separating the racetrack from the main grandstand. The Allison wreck, which involved 10 cars, resulted in numerous injuries to fans in the grandstand as parts from Allison's car flew into the seating area. Allison, who later said he feared there were fatalities in the grandstand because of his exploding car, suffered only bruises. The race was delayed for 2 hours and 38 minutes while track workers replaced sections of the fence that had been ripped apart by Allison's car. After being released from the track's infield medical center, Allison was ready to leave the track. But Judy, Allison's wife, insisted that we stay and support Davey, Bobby said Saturday at the track as family members gathered to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the race win. And he did a really good job. It was a great moment to be able to share victory lane with him. That race day would impact NASCAR for many years to follow, and to the present day. Because of the very real threat that cars could soar into the grandstands, NASCAR cut horsepower, and thus speed, with the use of engine restrictor plates, dropping pole speeds at Talladega from 212 miles per hour into the 190s. The race also solidified Davey Allison's status as an up-and-coming star. He would go on to win 19 races and challenge for championships before dying, in a sad slice of irony, on July 13, 1993, after suffering injuries while trying to land his helicopter in the Talladega Superspeedway infield. Davey had always been a special pleasure to me, Bobby Allison said. All fathers look for something in their children to look at and dream about, whatever. My deal with Davey started when he was probably 8 or 9 months old. Judy had made him a car seat for my pickup truck so that he sat right beside me. We were going to a short track race somewhere, and he said, "Udden, Udden," trying to imitate the sound of an engine revving. I said, "All right, we're on it." Davey really pursued the racing. He was my great compatriot. He was always around me. Davey's win at Talladega, at a track the Allisons considered their racing home, closed the circle for father and son. To see your son do well at something you were so entrenched in yourself was great, Bobby said. I was so pleased with him and his input and what was going on. I was very happy that day. Liz Allison Hackett, Davey's widow, said fans often burst into tears when sharing memories of the driver, who died at 32. All these years later, people remember and they still care, she said. For Davey, it meant everything to come race here. This was his home track, and he loved being here. He always treasured the memory of winning here for the first time,